Get me decks of Spider-Man. Welcome back to Deck Percent. My name's Chillybin.
My name's Gramps. And in honor of the Pick 2 format that is now being looked at by Wizards of the Coast, who have very kindly sent us this amazing, spectacular, marvelous Spider-Man bundle.
That's good.
And booster packs. We're playing footsies.
Yeah, we got shoes off.
He's got
for this
Spider-Man
one.
socks and I got chili socks.
Keep going, please.
We're going to be doing a Pick 2 different, like a bit of a change up. You saw last episode we opened collector boosters and we made commander decks from them. This time I'm going to open this pack here and pick 2 cards for Chillybin to create a commander deck from.
I'm so worried for this.
And then he's going to do the same for me.
Yep.
And with that explainer, we're going to have 30 minutes to create the decks. Let's get into the card picking.
Okay. It's time to open one of these
Play boosters.
Here we go. Hang on, I'm going to reposition all of this. This is just the most janky setup. Where is it? There it is.
The back of it will be the back. Oh, yeah, you get to just look through.
Yeah.
Rather, so just we're not even just revealing. I just don't get to see
I'm
them.
going to silently reveal to the camera. I'm not going to say any of these because I want to surprise you. Okay. That's got potential. That's got potential.
This is worrying. So
there are a lot in here that I could give you.
while he silently reveals this, on Drive to Work, when they were talking about the set with Corey Bowen, they were saying how originally this was just going to be a 100-card set. Very small, very limited, but this Pick 2 draft format they were so into, they had to figure out the archetypes, so there's only 5 archetypes allied, and expand the cards to make it draftable. And so now we have 4-player drafts instead of 12-player drafts or 8-player drafts. Way more accessible, 4 people playing Commander. It's quite easy to get a 4-person pod together. So having your drafts do that, very nice.
Okay. So I have, for the Commander, 5 options.
Oh, wow.
They are all single color.
No! Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, this is karma.
Okay.
This is karma.
Let me just pull this over here. I'm going to very quickly...
Actually, while you do that, let me do my pack
Oh,
open.
yeah.
While you have a look-see from everything.
Yeah, you do that.
I'm going to do my pack open. So with the magic of editing, people will be able to... Because we're pressed for time.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got a...
Dude, some of these are so up your alley, too.
Oh, I love that. Okay. We've got a treasure... Savage Mansion. Again, it's my second Savage Mansion. That's one option. Wow. That's 2 options. That's not an option. That's not an option. There's another one. Now, just to be on this, we're picking a commander and then just another card.
And then another card that is in that color identity.
Yeah, just to be nice
if
to each
one
other.
exists. Because you can't always get what you want.
I actually have quite a few
Okay, I think I know what I'm doing, and it's not based on the commander, it's based on the second card.
Oh.
Yep, that's actually perfect. That's such a good combo.
There are some really cool
And
cards.
then I will tell you what the other commanders are, because I think you will like them.
I've got 5 options.
Okay.
Actually, I've got 6 options.
For the commander?
For the commander.
Okay.
So these are my 6 legendary creatures that we have to choose from. I'm choosing this one. I know that straight away because I'm going to be nice to you here.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you that back.
Oh, yep.
And then you can
I'll tell you.
reveal to me.
All right, so what I've got for you
Uh-oh.
is white. It is Spider-Man Web-Slinger, 2 and a white.
Yeah.
It is a 3/3 legendary spider human hero. Its only ability is web slinging for a single white.
So they talk about this on the Drive to Work, this card. Okay, that's going to be tough.
Now, the second card is an equipment. It's 1 and a white.
1 and a white.
It's web shooters.
Oh.
I had to pair these two together.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So equipped creature gets +1/+1, has reach, and whenever this creature attacks, tap target creature an opponent controls.
Very nice.
Equipped for 2.
Equipped for 2.
Those are your 2.
These are my 2.
And then to tell you what the other options were, Molten Man, Inferno Incarnate, 2 and a red for a 0/0 elemental villain. When it enters, search your library for a basic mountain, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. It gets +1/+1 for each mountain you control. When it leaves the battlefield, sacrifice a land. You love some land.
I love some land sack.
Spider-Man Noir, we spoke about this in the previous deck percent. 4 and a black for a 4/4 with menace. When a creature you control attacks alone, put a +1 counter on it. Then surveil X, where X is a number of counters on that creature.
Very nice.
Doc Ock, Sinister Scientist, 4 and a blue for a 4/5. As long as there are 8 or more cards in your graveyard, Doc Ock is an 8/8.
Yeah, I had that in the last team.
As long as you control another villain, Doc Ock has hexproof. And then Stegron, the Dinosaur Man, 4 and a red for a 5/4 with menace. And Dinosaur Formula, 1 and a red and discard a card. 1 red. The cost of this ability, 1 and a red and discard this card.
Oh.
So you would never make this your commander. No. And then until end of turn, target creature you control gets +3/+1 and becomes a dinosaur.
Insane.
No, you would never do that.
So for you,
yes,
I've picked Morbius, the living vampire.
Morbius, no.
Legendary creature, vampire, scientist, villain. It is an uncommon, but it is in 2 colors.
Yeah, I
and
know.
it's in Dimir.
But it's Morbius.
Flying,
dude.
vigilance, lifelink.
Okay.
And then for a Dimir, and exile this card from your graveyard.
Oh.
Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order.
That's interesting. So you would let it go to your graveyard, exile it to that ability, and then put it back in the command zone.
Exactly.
Cool.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
I like that loop.
That's why I went for it. So I'm like, you'll find something interesting with this. And then I'm actually, one of the other legendary creatures is the other card I'm giving you.
All right.
The reason I've chosen this is, first of all, the cards in this don't really feed into Dimir.
Yeah.
And this one actually says pretty much the same thing.
Oh, God.
So Beetle, Legacy Criminal, legendary creature, human rogue villain for 3 and a blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's a common.
All right.
Flying. 1 and a blue, exile this card from your graveyard. So it says the same thing as Morbius.
Yeah.
Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It gains flying until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery.
Okay.
So I'm very interested to see what you can do with this.
Yeah.
So these 2 are yours. And then
Great.
what we have left is Swarm.
Oh, you didn't tell me the Morbius was foiled, dude.
Yep.
Look at this boy.
Swarm, Being of Bees, legendary creature, insect villain, insect villain.
Being of bees?
Being of beans.
Okay.
Being of bees. Flash flying, mayhem black, 2/2. Easy. Spider-Man, Brooklyn Visionary, legendary creature, spider human hero, web slinging, 2 and a green.
Okay.
It's 4 and a green normally.
Yep.
When Spider-Man enters, search your library for a basic land, put on the battlefield tapped,
Sure.
shuffle. Hobgoblin, Mantled Marauder, 1 and a red. Flying haste, when you discard a card, Hobgoblin gets +2/+0 until end of turn, so mayhem. And then the myth, it's a rare, sorry, was Lizard, Connor's Curse. And I didn't want to give you this because you've already done a mono green. It's 2 green.
Yeah.
Legendary creature villain, lizard villain.
Yep.
Trample, when Lizard, Connor's Curse enters, up to 1 target creature loses all abilities and becomes a green lizard creature with base power and toughness 4/4.
Yeah. Okay.
So I didn't think that was great card, great flavor, because that's Lizard's whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think that giving you something like that
Morbius
is going to be very interesting.
Morbius.
You've given me a common.
Yeah. I like, we spoke about web slinging before recording today, and I'm really curious to see what you do with it.
Far out. You know what? Yeah, let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
Let's get into the deck building.
We will be...
Get your computer ready so I can get the timer ready.
Uh-huh.
We've got 30 minutes to build a deck around these cards. And our time starts now.
Did you actually start a timer?
No, I didn't. The watch bloody timer. There we go. 30 minutes. Time starts now. Welcome back to Casual Compliance. If you go to casualcompliance.fun, you can see everything we spoke about in our deck building phase and the entire 25 minutes because we were both done early.
That's right.
You can check all of that out if you subscribe to our upkeep or higher.
Yeah.
So upkeep and unbanned tiers get to watch the deck creation part where we talk about creating the decks. This one was more you talking and me really focusing.
Yeah, there was a lot of not talking happening.
Yeah.
Because we both had some challenging
You had an uncommon
archetypes
No,
to
I
work
gave you
with.
a rare.
No,
I gave you an uncommon. Yeah, and you gave me a common.
Yeah.
So I made a mono white deck.
Yeah.
To remind everyone of the commander.
You had to.
Super complicated commander.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Web-Slinger. 2 and a white, legendary creature, spider, human, hero. And it has web-slinging white. And web-slinging, to remind everyone, is you may cast this spell for white if you also return a tapped creature you control to its owner's hand.
Here's the thing. That's still good because that means your commander will always cost a single white mana.
Exactly, because that cost does not increase. Goes back to the command zone. Because I can elect to put it in my hand. Because I can cast it for the web slinging cost from the command zone. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it doesn't change that.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Now, to go through the deck I made, it was quite a bit of a tough one. The theme isn't web slinging because I couldn't make the theme web slinging, unfortunately, because there were only 3 web slingers that I could do. Spider-Man web slinger. I also put in Spider-Man UK, which is 3 and a white, or web slinging 2 and a white. At the beginning of your next end step, if 2 or more creatures enter the battlefield under your control this turn, you draw a card and gain 2 life.
Okay.
This is this is important. The other one I put in is Arachne Psionic Weaver.
Sure.
2 and a white is a rare.
Yeah.
Web slinging white. So reduces the cost to 1 white. As Arachne enters, look at an opponent's hand.
Ooh.
Then choose a card type other than creature. So instant, sorcery, enchantment. Spells of the chosen type cost 1 more to cast.
Battles.
For everyone.
Battles.
I choose battle. And if you go to our Discord, you can see how many days since one has been printed. How are there no battles? Anyway.
Yeah. Not in this set.
Speaking of battles, I've actually put a battle in this.
Please tell me more.
I put in Invasion of Balanon, which has come up like that, so I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at it, I don't know.
It's a battle siege with 5. It's a 2 and a white for a 5 defense battle.
Yeah.
When Invasion of Balanon enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 white and blue knight creature token with vigilance. Now it says the word blue, so I'm still in color.
That's fine.
And the other side of the battle says creatures you control get +1/+1.
Oh,
this deck is creatures.
Yep.
This is what the theme is.
Yep.
I have token generators.
Yeah.
Like Adeline Resplendent Cather.
Are the tokens what you're returning to hand for the web slinging cost? Is that the plan?
No. So the web slinging cost in my mind is actually a bit of protection.
Okay.
So like, I can't do it as an interaction or anything like that. But like, if there's any kind of risk or threat, and I want to put something back in my hand, I can put down Spider-Man or the web slinger.
Yeah.
Because I also have some ninjutsu costs.
Interesting.
So I have
the
3. This is a creature deck as its core mechanic with O-tag bounce as the secondary mechanic.
All right.
So bounce cards. So like as this creature enters, put a card back into your hand.
Yeah.
I've got ninjutsu in there, and I've got web slinging in there.
Yeah.
But then I've got cards like Adeline Resplendent Cather, Ancient Gold Dragon, Angelic Aberration, Basilica Shepherd.
Yeah.
All of these cards that create tokens.
Yep.
And then I've got Ohertak and Mondrak Glory Dominus to increase the amount of tokens that are being made.
Did you do Anointed Procession?
There's an Anointed Procession in here, I believe. Did I? No, I didn't.
No,
I did. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Anointed Procession's in there.
Yeah.
And then I've got, more importantly, Suture Priest, which is a 2 and a white, one of my favorite cards of all time, a common from Phyrexia.
Okay.
New Phyrexia. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may gain 1 life. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, you may have that player lose 1 life.
Ooh.
Then I've got the Soul Sisters in there, Soul's Attendant, Soul Warden. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, I gain a life. I also have a Gingerbrute in here. Gingerbrute and a Defiler of Faith.
Yeah.
And I wonder if the cost adjustment, because this is a cost replacement, isn't it? Web-Slinger 1.
Yeah, it's an alternate cost.
Alternate cost, because Defiler of Faith, 3 white with vigilance, as an additional cost to cast white permanent spells, you may pay 2 life.
As an additional cost.
Those spells cost white less to cast if you paid life this way. So could I pay 2 life instead of paying the web slinger?
I think so.
It sounds like I can.
Yeah.
If we're wrong, please in the comments let us know. Those spells cost white less to cast. Okay. So that's kind of like
2 life.
Yeah,
2 life to cast your commander.
Yeah, exactly.
That's wild.
Whenever you cast a white spell, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token as well.
Yeah,
like just some amazing stuff.
Yeah.
You also gave me web shooters.
Yes.
So I gets +1/+1 has reach, and whenever this creature attacks, tap target creature and opponent controls, so tapping their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a few artifacts that are like cost reductions, Oketra's Monuments, Pearl Medallion, but then I wanted to do something that can help me tap my creatures to get web slinging to work more.
Yeah.
And what I did to do that was, if it has Convoke, it went in.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Convoke's great.
But something that really helped me is actually from Duskmourn.
Right.
Dazzling Theatre.
Uh-huh.
And Prop Room. So Dazzling Theatre, 3 and a white. Prop Room, 2 and a white. Creatures. Dazzling Theatre says creature spells you cast have Convoke.
Yep.
Sick. I can tap my creatures to get the web sling.
Yep.
Prop Room, untap each creature you control during each other player's untap step. So it is it's sometimes antithetical, but like I have it there as a background. Because again, like I said, having a card in the deck doesn't mean you have to play that card.
Yeah.
Like if it's not working with the strategy at the moment, you can keep your backup in hand. So
Yeah. So you would need to use the Convoke to cast something else.
Yes.
And then the tapped creature you can use for the web slinging on your commander.
Exactly. Because you can't tap a creature to prepare a mana to spend the spell. It's part of the casting cost is the Convoke. Then there's the standard removal kind of stuff. Standard removal that Magic players should be playing in every deck they have, in my opinion, that has white in it, is stuff like Dawn's Truce. Oh, sorry, that's not removal. That's protection. Yep. What am I looking for? Path to Exile.
Right.
Swords to Plowshares, standard removal, Armageddon, standard removals, Descend upon the Sinful, exile all creatures.
Armageddon, standard removal? What's
standard
wrong
removal.
with you?
There's an Hour of Reckoning, which is a Convoke, destroy all non-token creatures, especially with all the tokens going on, and then a Wrath of God in there.
Yeah.
There's also a Late to Dinner, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, create a food token. I just put that in there because it's fun.
All right.
And Spider-Man in Spider-Man 3 was Late to Dinner.
Great.
I think that's the meme. Am I right? You tell me, internet.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's the deck. I think it's pretty simple. It's mono white. There's a Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. Actually, sorry, I did want to discuss this.
Okay.
Last one. Sorry. This is another Spider-Man card and a Phyrexian card. And I'm sure people have spoken about this a bunch, but I really love this. For 5 white, Anti-Venom, Horrifying Healer.
Okay.
Legendary creature, symbiote hero. The art is amazing. When Anti-Venom enters, if he was cast, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Gorgeous. Bit of recursion in there.
Graveyard recursion and white.
And creatures.
Yeah.
It's all creatures.
Yeah.
If damage would be dealt to Anti-Venom, prevent that damage and put that many +1/+1 counters on him.
That's gross.
And then the second card, I just double-checked to read it, sorry, there to make sure it's right. For 4 white pips, Phyrexian Vindicator. Creature, Phyrexian Horror with flying. If damage would be dealt to Phyrexian Vindicator, prevent that damage.
Okay.
When damage is prevented this way, Phyrexian Vindicator deals that much damage to any other target.
Huh.
So you do it to Venom. It's not an infinite combo, but it's just very nice.
So like you go to attack with Phyrexian Vindicator
and bait out the blocker.
If they block.
Yep.
Then you're just boosting Anti-Venom.
Exactly, to make it bigger as well.
Yeah.
And then also go to attack with Anti-Venom because you're cancelling the damage that's done to it.
It seems a little bit roundabout, but I like what it does.
Yes. It's a 9 white pip combo, internet, that isn't overly powerful, but I think is cool.
I think it's
Tell
cool.
me I'm wrong.
I like the interaction. I just don't think I would ever do that.
You know what? There's also an authority of consoles in here, so get over it.
All right, I will.
What do you got for me?
So my commander here was Morbius, the Living Vampire, for 2 blue-black. It's a 3/1 with Flying Vigilance and Lifelink. And for blue-black and exile Morbius from your graveyard, which was the most challenging thing to work with.
Oh, so I thought I was giving you something nice.
What? I'll get to it. So you pay that cost, blue-black, and then exile Morbius from your graveyard. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So the reason I found this a challenging loop to try to lean into and actually make use of if I'm building this as a deck that isn't just like flying vigilant vampires. The play pattern that you're trying to set up is get Morbius into your graveyard.
Yes.
Then activate this ability, and what that's letting you do is get a card out of the top 3.
Yep.
So it's like a mini Sensei's Dividing Top.
Yep.
Except that the rest go to the bottom.
Yep.
And the idea of intentionally killing your own commander, exiling it to the ability, put it back in the command zone, and so you're just increasing that commander cost like crazy.
So yeah, because like in my mind, there are a few things that went immediately to my head, which will be interesting to see what you've come up with.
Yeah, so in terms of Spider-Man cards, there were some interesting ones that I found, largely leaning into either the fact that they're villains, because Morbius is a villain.
Yeah,
I didn't have that wrong. Or actually, yeah, a lot of these are concerned with villains or things dying. And conniving and things like that. So like Dr. Octopus, Master Planner, 5 blue black for a 4/8. Says other villains you control get +2/+2.
Nice.
Your maximum hand size is 8.
Yep, that was in the my other deck. Yeah.
Yeah, and then at the beginning of your end step, if you have fewer than 8 cards in hand, draw cards equal to the difference. So that just seems fun. It's doing some like, villain anthem type effects. Then like Prowler, Clawed Thief. 1 blue black for a 2/3 with menace. Whenever another villain you control enters, Prowler connives. So there's a bunch of like
Very nice.
villain triggers happening.
Yep.
The general kind of theme I went for, you'd probably find in any sort of vampire deck.
Yeah.
Right? It's a lot of life drain, life link,
Vampire Nighthawk kind of stuff.
that sort of stuff. If I just switch the way I'm looking at this to group it by type. So again, because of the assumption of an escalating commander tax,
Yes.
I've put in some cost reduction stuff like Bontu's Monument, Kefnit's Monument,
Love it.
and they also have like some additional effects, but they're largely there for the cost reduction.
Yeah, so blue costs 1 less to cast, black costs 1 less to cast.
Yeah, but then Bontu's says whenever you cast a creature spell, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life.
Sick.
And then Kefnit says whenever you cast a creature spell, target creature an opponent controls doesn't untap during its control's next
Yeah,
untap.
stun counter.
So that's all right.
Doesn't actually put a stun counter, but like the mechanic.
Yeah. Along with that, I've kind of assumed that Morbius will be entering a lot because in order to get to the graveyard, kind of need it to.
Yep.
So Tome of Legends is in here.
Nice. As always.
2 mana for an artifact that enters with a page counter. Whenever your commander enters or attacks, you put a page counter on it.
Yep.
You should probably put it in that deck.
No, I have something else.
Okay. And then 1 tap, remove a page counter, draw a card. I love getting some card draw like that. And yeah, what I kind of went for is like, how can I ensure that Morbius ends up in the graveyard? So there's a bunch of like sacrifice triggers.
Wonderful. That's what I thought.
And it's like me leaning into sacrifice as well, not just making opponents do it.
Yeah.
So things like bone shards and bone splinters.
Annihilating glare, stuff like that.
Yeah, where it's like a single black, and as an additional cost, you sacrifice a creature to destroy a creature.
Goodbye, Morbius. It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time. But then I can't remember what episode it was. We spoke about cards that copy based on the number of times you've cast your commander.
Awesome. I'm so glad you got to this because I was really worried because there's the black one and the blue one. In Miniature's Augury?
No.
So
the black one, Skullstorm.
Skullstorm's
which costs
rad.
7 black, so 9 total.
I've been able to have this pop off multiple times.
Okay. When you cast a spell, copy it for each time you've cast your commander from the command zone this game. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Each opponent who can't loses half their life rounded up. Disgusting.
Yes, I've had that go off 7 times once in my, because this was from C18, the Miniature deck, Subjective Reality.
Yeah.
Amazing deck.
And then the other one is Echo Storm.
There it is. There.
Yeah, 3 blue. When you cast it, copy it for the number of times you cast your commander. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact.
Yep. Gorgeous.
Now, in terms of artifacts, I mentioned some of them before, like cost reduction stuff. There's Soul Ring.
Because if you can copy your
it just reduces the cost down more, but it's only reducing generic costs. But
command tax is generic cost.
Yeah. I've got in here Blade of the Blood Chief. So this is where I start to lean into like vampire theme. Whenever a creature dies, put a +1 counter on equipped creature. If equipped creature is a vampire, put 2 on instead.
Fantastic.
That's pretty neat.
Yep. Neato burrito.
Yeah, chuck in an Altar of Dementia though. Sacrifice a creature. Target player puts a number of cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power from the top of their library into the graveyard.
Did you put an Exquisite Bloodstained bot in the comment of this?
No.
Damn it. This one was like, this one would have been good too.
I thought about it, but...
we know what goes in there, guys.
Yeah, you could do that. That's fine. What I did instead is Lich's Mastery.
Yes.
Just because...
Read it out.
Here's the thing. I haven't seen Morbius, the film. My understanding is that Morbius sucks.
The person?
the character, everything to do with it. That is kind of the meme that kind of spawned from that, right? I don't think Lich's Mastery is a good card. It is not going to win me the game. But I think it's funny to lean into things in that ballpark, right? So 3 black for a legendary enchantment. It has hexproof. And then it has 4 separate things. I'm going to go through them one by one. Number 1, you can't lose the game.
Nice.
Yep. Number 2, whenever you gain life, draw that many cards.
Nice.
Number 3, whenever you lose life, for each 1 life you lost, exile a permanent you control or a card from your hand or graveyard.
Less nice.
Number 4, when Lich's Mastery leaves the battlefield, you lose the game.
Oh, no. Wow.
So, like, given how much life gain and life link and stuff is happening in this deck, I could see that being a late game card that gives me all the rest of my options from my deck, and then I can just, like, go nuts from there.
Yeah.
But it's not good.
No, but it is scary.
We've got some stuff in there like Blood Chief Ascension, single black for an enchantment, beginning of your end step. If an opponent lost 2 or more life this turn, you put a quest counter on it. We may. Whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, if Blood Chief Ascension has 3 or more quest counters on it, you may have that player lose 2 life. If you do, you gain 2 life.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more of that. One that I thought was kind of interesting, 1 in a blue, is Shameless Charlatan, which is a legendary enchantment background. Commander creatures you own have, for 2 in a blue, it becomes a copy of another target creature.
Yeah.
Any creature on the battlefield.
So it becomes symbiote. Not symbiote. What was it? Superior Spider-Man.
Could be anything.
Yeah.
Depends
wow.
what's on the field. That just, I don't know, this seems like a fun thing to do when I'm like going to sacrifice it soon.
Exactly.
Maybe someone's got some death triggers I want to make use of.
Yeah.
What else did I have in here that is interesting? Oh, Geode Golem. Just to account for,
Handy.
Again, the command attacks getting crazy.
Yeah.
5 mana for an artifact creature golem. It's a 5/3 with trample. When it deals combat damage to a player, you may cast your commander from the command zone for free. So that just seemed like a good thing to chuck in there. But yeah, it's kind of it is basically a vampires deck in terms of what you'd expect from a vampires deck. With some kind of weird choices in there otherwise. I was annoyed to find that the Sir Conrad effect of triggering when something leaves your graveyard, that's kind of not on any other cards.
No, it's really not.
And it's probably for good reason.
Yeah, Sir Conrad is very powerful.
Yeah.
In an uncommon as well.
Yeah, but Sir Conrad's in here.
Yes, of course.
Because why not, dude? Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think about decks.
That's Morbius.
You're going to have infinite combos and other cards you want to put in. Let us know in our comments what new cards you would change up and what in. You know, go to Moxfield and search Casual Compliance. You'll be able to see the decks. You can leave comments on decks, apparently.
Yes.
And you can let us know what you think about the decks and what changes you want us to make, or not want us to make, but think we could make.
Here's the thing. Would you build this? Would you build
the
this
one
guy?
I've made?
No, would you build that commander?
Would I build this commander? I don't think I'd build this commander.
Like, not building it under duress.
I don't think I would.
Yeah.
There was not a lot of utility for the web slinging in mono white.
I feel like the utility there is like, you could maybe do this as a Voltron type joint where like the point is having your commander out and making it always cost the same amount is pretty neat for doing that. And maybe you're going for like commander damage through Voltron.
Yeah, and then like there's ninjutsu cards and stuff like that that also do that. Like it's there's a lot, bounce and stuff like that.
Yeah, ninjutsu, like aside from Eureka, won't let you do it from the command zone.
Yes,
it's always from hand.
Yeah, true. So like it's not. I don't think it's super helpful. I don't think I'd build this card specifically. Arachne maybe was a bit more interesting. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I'd build Spider-Man as a commander.
Yeah.
Even if I had all of the time, just because like it's a brilliant common.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant common. I put a Ginger Brute in the deck because that can attack straight away. It taps and then web sling.
True.
And it's a 1-cost kind of thing to come out. So
early.
Exactly. But yeah, I don't think I'd build this. What about you?
No. I like the play pattern that Morbius has of like going to the graveyard, going to exile, back to command zone, like looping that. I would love to see someone do that really well and like intentionally run that loop and see what that looks like. To me, it feels too fiddly for not that much of a payoff. Like you're doing that loop to get 1 out of 3 cards off the top. Like sure, it's essentially like card draw and filtering, but it seems like so much work for that effect. You're essentially just running a Sensei's, like but also not, because Sensei's keeps the rest on top. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like If it was looking through more cards, then maybe. But seems like so much work for not that much payoff.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But yeah, I would be very keen to see someone like really do this well.
Yes. No. I agree. It'd be interesting to see what people have done. I think people have made this, but it's not for me.
Because that to me makes me think of my mono red squee deck, where you can cast it from graveyard or exile, so it always costs 3 mana, and it's mono red Voltron.
Yes.
Like it's just full of equipment, just going to go crazy.
Make him big.
Yeah, make one big goblin and go ham. So I feel like you could maybe do that, but I also would be keen to see if there's something even more interesting to do with Spider-Man.
Well, let us know what you think. Why don't you go to our Discord? If you go to casualcompliance.fun and sign up on any of the tiers, untap, upkeep, or unban, you can join our Discord. Let us know what you think of the decks that we've built. You can see how many days since the last battle was printed.
Yeah, it's been hundreds of days.
Exactly. And thank you to Spider, our unbanned tier sponsor. Thank you for supporting the show. And if you want to support the show and give us any kind of feedback, go check it out.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Thank you again to Wizards of the Coast for sending us all of this stuff.
The amazing, amazing kit they've given us. Thank you so much, Wizards. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Bye.